the jockeys are on their mounts, going to be going onto the track, and we'll send it off to Ed soon and let Ed bring them on to the track for the Champion of Champions. So going to be exciting.
I can't believe, look, I'm sitting on the desk. You know, it's a privilege to cover these races and cover these great athletes. We're not even owners, and the excitement here that I'm feeling for these connections is through the roof. I can't imagine what these connections are feeling watching their big runners set to go.
And favoritism has been switching back and forth from Just a Cartel and He's a Dash of Fire.
Correct.
So, very contentious field as well. Look at He Looks Hot. Can you ever imagine that you would see 9-1 on He Looks Hot as the 9-horse there, Bodacious Eagle? Cody Jensen jumps aboard, and you can see at 5-2, there's the 10. But let's give it out to Ed to bring him onto the track for the Champion of Champions.
And ladies and gentlemen, the horses have now made their turn in the post fray for the introduction for this year's 47th running of the Champion of Champions. Qualifying for the berth in the Champion of Champions, number 1, He Looks Hot, by winning the Los Alamitos Championship. Owned by Ed Allred and trained by Scott Willoughby, He Looks Hot is being handled by jockey Vinny Bednar. Number 2 is B.H. Lisa's Boy, who won the Bank of America Challenge Championship and the Blaine Schwanevelt Winter Championship, owned by Bill Hoberg and trained by Bill Hoberg. Rider is Cesar D'Alba. Number 3 is LD is Back, second in the Z. Wayne Griffin Director Stakes trials to get into the Champion of Champions, and owned by the Darling Farms, Jaime Gomez, and the Valeriano Racing Stable, trained by Jaime Gomez, the rider Jose Nicasio. Winner of this year's Vessel's Maturity and the winner of the 2016 Champion of Champions, number 4 is Zoomin' for Spuds, owned by Jim Walker, trained by Monte Rosa, being handled by Jesus Ayala. And the winner of this year's Go Man Go handicap to get his position into the Champion of Champions, number 5, Tarzanito, owned by A1A Racing, trained by Yaned Rodriguez, the all-time leading rider here at Los Alamitos aboard Eddie Garcia. And the winner of the Los Alamitos Super Derby, the 3-year-old in the field, is number 6, Just a Cartel, owned by Leslie Joyner, trained by Mark Skeen, and being handled by jockey Cruz Mendez. Another 3-year-old is number 7, Yankee, who was third in the Z. Wayne Griffin Director Stakes trial, owned by Martha Wells, trained by Matt Fales, being handled by Augustin Silva. And the winner of the Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap is number 8, Just Raven, owned by the EGI Desert Farms, trained by Jesus Nunez, and the rider Eduardo Nicasio. Winning his Z. Wayne Griffin Director Stakes trial in a season fastest time of 19:51 for 400 yards, Bodacious Eagle, owned by Johnny Trotter, trained by Justin Joyner, the rider Cody Jensen. The 2015 World Quarter Horse Champion who won the Champion of Champions and drawn on the outside here tonight with earnings of more than $2 million, He's a Dash of Fire, owned by S. Quarter K, trained by Jose Flores, the rider Ramon Sanchez.
That was Ed Burghardt bringing him onto the track here for the Champion of Champions, and there's a look at a champion right there. One of only 3 quarter horses to win over $2.2 million. If He's a Dash of Fire wins this race, that will put him, Jose, over $2.5 million and second all-time amongst quarter horses. Caleb has a very special guest. I believe it might even be Jose Bill Hoberg, the trainer of B.H. Lisa's Boy, who also owns this very special 6-year-old gelding.
Indeed, Bill Hoberg and Cheryl Williams here getting set for the Champion of Champions. And Bill, you told us earlier this week that about 7 years ago, you were hanging out on the rail, watching this very race, the Champion of Champions, and thought, boy, what would it be like if I could bring a contender? Well, now here we are with one of the favorites. How are you feeling going into this race?
Oh, it's a life dream. You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Cheryl, you've been around this horse quite a bit. You said he's feeling good here, so assess how he looks going to the gate.
Oh, he looks beautiful. I love that horse.
How about his personality? What's he like to be around?
Oh, he's a great horse to be around. He's a lover, loves attention. Yeah, loves it.
Let's go back to the race you guys won, right? The Winter Championship, first chance to qualify for the year, but what bizarre scenarios, right? You guys run third in the trials. He coughs up a little blood after the race. You have to pass a workout to get him back, but the track was closed. You guys went to Santa Anita. Tell us about this cross-town voyage. He's the first quarter horse to work at Santa Anita in almost 30 years.
Correct. It was quite a deal. I have to give kudos to the management of Los Alamitos and Santa Anita to let this happen, because they just don't let horses over there, you know, unless you're a thoroughbred. And Scott Craigmile, you know, made some phone calls for us and made arrangements. And, you know, with the track being renovated here, we had to go to Santa Anita, and those guys were like, we don't have quarter horses over here. So you do today, you know, and we gave them a work, and it all worked out really good.
So he works at Santa Anita, comes back and wins the finals, thus your chance here. So how about Cesar de Alba? This is going to be his final weekend riding. He's won most of the biggest races at Los Al aboard BH Lisa's Boys, same post as the Winter Championship. So how do you feel about the post and de Alba tonight?
Well, de Alba is a team player. You know, this is a team sport. You know, trying to get an owner, groom, horse, you know, and trainer. You know, you've got 4 or 5 people involved, and it's a team sport, and de Alba is the main team player here.
Bill, Cheryl, best of luck tonight. Looks great here going to the gate.
Thank you so much.
A 20-time winner here, BH Lisa's Boy for Bill Hoberg.
Thank you, Kayla. BH Lisa's Boys owner and trainer, and first quarter horse to train at Santa Anita in over 30 years. That's just unbelievable.
There it is, a good look at that 20 lifetime winner, close to $700,000 in earnings. BH Lisa's Boy breaking from that familiar post, number 2.
9-1 currently on BH Lisa's Boy. When you think of BH Lisa's Boy, you definitely have to think of Cesar de Alba. Bill Hoberg was also quoted as saying, the birth to the champion of champions means more than money. This horse is very easygoing, but he can have a mind of his own. When we're done in the mornings, I lead him back to his stall. Sometimes he just stops and stands there for 5 minutes, but sometimes he doesn't, and we won't go in until he's ready.
Yeah.
And he says, I don't care. I'll stand there with him until he's ready. I'll wait all day. And he's a little spoiled, but he's my horse, so that's okay. I want him happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. That's Bill Hoberg quote. So, you know, of course, sentimentally, we're absolutely rooting for BH Lisa's Boy. If we're going to lose this race, I hope it's to this one.
8-1 there, the connections of BH Lisa's Boy. Champion to champion, 6 record there. Apolitical Jess, a world champion in 2010. 20.93, that is a track record as well. Most wins by a jockey there. Nicodemus and Pickleton there, 4. Most wins by a trainer. Wayne Stranovo with 9. Champion of champions here, just 3 minutes away.
Well, you know that they're loving 440 yards on the 2 as well, right? And 2-minute warning here.
Let's see. Let's see how we break down. There's the selections right there. Scotty, you're on the 5. Tarzanito. Curtis, the Hitman Treese, Ed Burghardt, and myself are on the big gelding, Just a Cartel. And Caleb there, Bodacious Eagle there. And I gotta tell you, kudos to Justin Joyner and his team. They've done a tremendous job, not only with Bodacious Eagle, but also with Flash and Roll.
Yeah.
Bodacious Eagle there looked sharp last time out, was able to defeat He Is Asher Fire, and Cody Jessen has been fitting this gelding perfectly.